So,
How my levels? I sound okay.
guys,
Sound great.
where do you stand? I did this like Sebastian Maniscalco by accident. Where do you stand?
Where do you stand?
Who Maniscalco really is macho.
Yeah.
Tilo, is that thing set up or no?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. I fucked up.
We have a fuck up already?
Yeah, start over. Sorry.
So I gotta start over?
Gotta start it.
I feel like we should just keep going.
We can keep going. It's fine.
Let's keep
We're
going.
back.
I like seeing people. We're working out the kinks, baby.
We're back.
I like the little BTS, baby.
I
That's
fucked
why
up.
you got to patreon.com/comedians wrestling. You know, you donate to this podcast because we couldn't be more grassroots. We get more grass here. We get greener by the minute, folks.
Sebastian Macho Maniscalco.
Sebastian Macho Maniscalco.
Took me a week to come up with that.
Is that new? Did you just say that?
Yeah.
Wow, see, if we started over, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Like some people are like, you know what, this podcast, the beginning was a little rough for me, you know what I mean? Like the graphics popped out for a second, you know?
Yeah.
Those
That's
people can eat
cool.
my ass. I mean, not to borrow from Tulo, those people can eat my ass because they would have missed out on the origin.
Far away, baby.
Sebastian Macho Maniscalco.
Yeah. I was at my wedding
Macho Man
party,
Randy Savage
and I
is
got a blender.
Yeah, he goes, you come to the ring with no shoes on? Aren't you embarrassed? Oh, yeah. That's him, the
Me
riddle.
and Miss Elizabeth are having dinner. Go back to your table and stop bothering me. Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you. You're lucky I come to the ring because I'm Italian. Okay? And if it was up to me, I'd hang out in catering. Souping up bread. I need oil immediately, you know? Oh, yeah, brother. I'll tell you, my wedding at Madison Square Garden to Miss Elizabeth, you could tell it was a gimmicked wedding because there was no food.
There's no food on the table.
food on the table, yeah.
Yeah.
The Jews don't know how to wrestle. Okay, leave it to the Italians. Barry Horowitz. I don't know what that bit is. That's his Passover bit. Yo, by the way, Sebastian Maniscalco has a
Shabbat
bit.
shalom, yeah.
Sebastian Maniscalco has a bit that is just shitting on Passover. It's so funny, you know?
Yeah.
And he gets away with it because his
Read.
wife is Jewish, you know?
Right.
But it's borderline like, even if your wife's Jewish, it's too. He's just like, Passover sucks. That make you read. He's not even focusing on the fact that like it's about like the Jewish persecution. He's like ignoring that. And Jews, we don't care. Like Jews, one of the great quality of the Jewish people is we
One of the greatest
allow
qualities.
everybody to rip on us. You know? Allow.
Right.
Roberto Benigni makes a movie called Life is Beautiful, a non-Jew, an Italian non-Jew, right?
This is
He wins
comedians of
Oscar.
Jews, by the way.
This is the comedians of Life is Beautiful. You know what I mean? And my parents are like, you got to see it. It's a Holocaust comedy. You know what I mean? Like Mel Brooks made Springtime for Hitler, obviously. He made
Right.
the producer, and then he's Jewish, right?
Right.
But the levity of that kind of Hitler comedy, it's one of the is there another culture with that kind of levity towards their genocide?
Not that I'm aware
Yeah.
of.
You know?
Yeah.
It's a point of pride of being a Jew, is how we will. It's open season, you know. I love it. Even like whatever. I'm taking.
You might not want to declare on this podcast that it's open season on the Jews.
You heard it here first from Gunther Walter
Jesus
Gunther.
Christ.
It is open season on the Jews.
Oh boy.
Went to Passover dinner, yeah. They made me read. I said,
They wanted me to read during the Seder. They said, pass me a gherkin. Yeah.
Where's the bread? Yeah.
Welcome to the Comedians of Wrestling podcast. If I do the intro, it's because we get so derailed at the top that I always will give a nod to the cOw champion. Tulo, thank you for allowing me to take the reins there. I appreciate that. The Roman Reigns, if you will.
Yeah.
And, we got Patreon, patreon.com/comedians of wrestling.
Mhm.
And, I got to tell you, I think we're leaning into the comedy part of comedians of wrestling, lately. I think we're very funny lately. Now, I don't care what you think, okay? But I want to talk to you about, I have a couple topics to jump right into. Are you guys okay with that?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, real quick.
These are not,
Real quick, youtube.com/comedians wrestling podcast. Check out the new videos that we're putting out, working on something here. So you will see how we fucked up the beginning because my stoner brain just started clicking on things and not realizing that it minimized the
Don't
screen.
Blame weed.
I
We didn't do this.
mean, I was pretty freaking stoned there in the beginning.
Yeah.
At Cal Podcast, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, patreon.com/comedians wrestling. Like you said, we're going to be rolling out some new stuff. So yeah, check it out. Also, peep this fucking Triple H merch, by the way.
Wow. What does it say?
you know what? Let's start with Triple H.
What does
merch.
it say at the top? Cauliflower?
Call to war.
All right, so at the Collective in Dallas, I picked up this shirt. So one of the we talk about comedians of merch,
Yeah, we're in the merch. corner.
pounds of merch. One of my greatest regrets in life, I've regretted buying wrestling shirts. We've talked about this many times on the podcast. There's shirts I walk by them and then I go, fuck, I wish I bought it. And it'll be like 10 years later, Merch buying regret is a very real thing for me.
Mhm.
I don't have that really with any other thing. Most things I don't buy, I go like, I'm glad I didn't buy that. I didn't need that, or I forget it. But wrestling merch always has a way of biting me in the ass,
In the
Where I
ace.
go like in the ace. So I passed this shirt. I asked the guy how much it cost. He said $80, and I was like, that price feels exactly what I want to pay for that shirt. That shirt feels like if it was cheaper, I might be like, I don't need it. And if it was more, I'd be like, it's just too much. I can't justify. But like 80 is like, all right. And
sure.
I want to know what your guy. I know Tulo, you've seen the shirt, and I have posted the shirt on my Instagram.
I'll let you know if it was worth $80.
I walked by it. Now keep in mind, I own no Triple H merch. This is a Triple H shirt. I don't have, except for DX merch. And he announced his retirement. So I was like, I have no Triple H merch, And so I walked by the shirt and I picked it up. Let me know what you guys think of this piece of merch.
Yeah. Wow, you had it on your lap that whole time? Wow. I mean, it's incredible.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, it's all over print. I mean, check out the YouTube video for this. You guys got to see this thing. It is so fucking sick.
What merch is?
Yeah.
How? This shirt
What
just
a
caught my eye.
Fine.
And then so they were selling it outside of our Dallas show, the DZ Does Dallas show, right?
Yeah, if you wanted to
And-
know where we were, just look at the garbage cans. The signs pointed you in the
The
right.
garbage cans were a big hit. Oh my God, we get to this. Oh my God, whatever. So me and Tulo set up garbage can. I was like, yo, is Tulo, you have any? He had some like oak tag. He was still at his place in Austin. And I was like, yo, do you got any oak tag before you drive to Dallas? He's like, I got like 2. He had crumpled up oak tag.
No, well, I had good oak tag, but I left it at the Airbnb, and the only other oak tag I had were from 2 signs that I brought to AEW. One said whatever for Orange Cassidy, and the other said anxious millennial Mark. And I had them right on the back of those in bubble letters, by the way. Hey, not bad with the bubs.
Wait, a little bit of the bubbly letters. So,
A weird thing to brag about.
yeah, it is weird. Just let him have it, okay? And so, then I walked
Well, we
out.
talked because the collective was in just regular lines, so we talked about how bubble letters aren't upgraded. He talked like that.
What's that?
Yo,
What's
put
that
that-
shirt?
Yeah. Did it line up or no?
Yeah, it did.
Time to play the game.
You gotta adjust it just a little bit. To the left a little bit. Yeah, to your left a little bit, I think it is, right?
Yeah, right there, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Boom,
boom.
boom, right there, right there.
All right. This is like when Tulo put on that Sting mask that made him look like he was a fuck boy.
Yeah.
He was like a fuck boy glory hole.
That was a fuckhole.
Fucking blowjob machine.
Hello, someone you analyze. So you know, so
Dan, let me ask you a question about that
Yeah.
shirt. What's it weigh? Like 6-7 pounds?
that's what I'm saying. So this shirt has so much ink on it. I was picking it up, and
I don't
was
think
like,
you can. You
it
can't
feels
wash
like a
that
weighted
shirt.
blanket.
No.
Don't wash
I
that
had
shirt.
to watch it because it smelled
No.
like ass.
It
No,
smelled
I
you,
had
you
to
can't
watch
get
it.
that shirt washed.
It
You have
smelled
to
like
get
the
it-
guy who
you
wore
have
that
to
before
use-
you, who never took a shower before he wore that shirt.
Yo,
like fucking turpentine, like the shit they use to clean like oil paintings. That's what you need.
Mop up the spray.
this
paint
shirt
with
is actually so
turpentine.
fucking awesome.
How big is it? Looks big.
It's
It's
an
XL.
XL. It's huge.
Gotta
That's,
be, right?
that's another issue with it. I wish it
gotta
was an
get-
L.
You got to
But-
get bigger.
I gotta get more.
You know
jacked
what?
to fit into
It's,
it.
you know what? Speaking of
gotta be
merch, you
triple
know
H
what I
size.
did today? I went on eBay and bought the all over print Britt Baker shirt that came in, was only exclusive to the PWT crate. If you haven't seen this, you gotta see it. It's sick. It looks like one of those like Shawn Michaels Bret Hart. I was like, I need this shirt. Went on eBay. The smallest side they had was large. It's $40. Boom, instant purchase. How to get it? It's so sick.
I love that for you. I would say this. Okay, here's what I'll say. So I bought the shirt.
Right.
And then I started watching Triple H clips because he came out at WrestleMania Night 2 and was announced his retirement kind of formally for me.
Mhm.
Because, you know, he said that in an interview, but then he left the boots in the ring, you know?
Yeah.
And I really hope Triple H wrestles again. I know, like, it's looking pretty bad given his, you know, the fact that he's got, like, 3 kids and they're pretty much probably like, you'll die
Yeah.
in the ring. You know what I mean?
They said that about Edge. They said that about a Christian. They said that about every single wrestler that's back, and CM Punk, like everybody. Yeah,
I know,
like,
but normally it's like neck injury. This is like heart. Your heart will
Yeah.
go, right?
Well, I mean, when you're fucking pumped full of bull shark hormones, like
Yeah.
your heart doesn't stand a chance, dude.
So I was watching a bunch of Triple H promos, and Triple H is a guy. He's not, you know, he's never like one of my favorites. You know what I mean? It's hard to say he's not one of my guys. I mean, I guess he's probably one of my. I have to really. I don't know. I've never thought about. He can't
Is
be
there
one
a
of my guys.
wrestler who's too? It's like I feel like there has to be a point where like, because one of your guys, it's like, isn't it? Doesn't it kind of imply it's like you are, like excited about their like what's coming for them?
He really can't be one of my guys. I have to be honest. He's not one of my guys. But that seems like a knock. It's like you can be fantastic and not be one of my guys, you know?
Right.
You know, his whole thing was a little too German for me. You know what I mean? So it was tough, you know? But his run, when I was watching back promos, his run as Suit Triple H, I really put it up against almost anything.
Mhm.
If you go back, I sent you guys a promo the other day where he's talking to Seth, and he's talking about how he'd rather,
Eat well than sleep well.
yeah, what'd he say?
I'd rather eat well than sleep well.
Eat well than sleep well. I mean, come on. That is like brilliant,
Yeah.
right? And his whole thing of just being like, hey, I'll do what's best for business, Triple H,
Yeah.
was the best, some of the better storytelling going to
He's a
WWE
mammoth-
because
he's a
it led
mammoth
to,
character.
what?
He's a mammoth character.
Yeah, he was a fucking Glenn Ross.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
He right, he was like the ABC kind of
Yeah,
guy, right?
yeah.
He's the Alec Baldwin role. You know,
Right.
that I agree. Because if you think about the stories he told, he basically created Seth's career, right? And when I look at things, I look at, because one of the biggest problems in wrestling is having like a good grounded based reality, you know,
Right.
especially in the post Vince McMahon runs the show era. Now they kind of teeter on it. He set up his career. He set up Orton's career, right? He basically invented Orton. He gave Roman Reigns a great storyline. I mean, he put on some of the better WrestleMania matches. I think he set the bar for what a wrestler looks like for a long time. I just think it's hard to he under
And if you
Triple H.
want to,
yeah.
not to cut you off, but if you even
Yeah.
want to go farther out, like I would count NXT's his era of NXT as part of, because it's his mind, right?
Right.
Yeah.
For the business as well.
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
NXT.
yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about NXT, which is insane. But then, and I mean, he's like almost the godfather of AEW, if you want to take it that far, right? Like you're saying.
Yeah.
And then also, here's the last point I want to say is that like when his music hit at Triple H at WrestleMania, Triple H music hit at WrestleMania this year. There's something so right about his packaging that he understands, you know? Like, it's just that Motorhead song hits, and he had a great song before that, but he knew it wasn't good enough. And he went to have, like, a whole iconic entrance. And that shit is just, the only guy doing it now is Cody. And he's like the top fucking dude. And then, I mean an entrance like that. Like has the balls to just constantly do spectacle entrance.
You don't count Malachi Black.
No, I agree. Malachi does that, but Malachi again
It's
is
a little bit different. It's not like your typical.
he's a spooky boy.
Right. It's not It's not pyro and fucking lifts and
There's a thing where
chariots made of skulls. You know,
Exactly,
adorned with divas.
What I want to give Triple H credit for. Here's my point. I'm meandering a little bit, but I've figured out what I want to say, and you just help me pinpoint it. Which is that my buddy said to me one time that he's a stand-up comic, and he was like, he's knocking on comedians who their whole shtick is, wouldn't it be funny if I did comedy, right? So it's like anti-comedy, right? And that always made me think that I always respect the people who get up on stage and just tell a joke and are like, hey, do you like it? You know? And you're like, I'm going to do the thing. We live in an era where you can make a whole career on not doing the thing, right? And I've even fell into those traps in my life too. Triple H really does the thing. Like, he fucking comes out, he's like, I'm going to do the spit water gimmick. I'm going to wear the Viking helmet. I'm going to look like so pissed off, you know? And like he even takes like shit for it too, you know? He puts himself over, this and that. I wonder how many wrestlers, if they went to Vince and were like, here's what I want to do. I don't know. I just think Triple H it's weird because he married Stephanie, and I wonder what would he have become without that, you know? But can you take that from him? Is that part of the whole thing of buying in? Is that the whole I'd rather fucking eat well than sleep well?
Right? I married into the fucking royal family. Nom, 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 nom.
I guess what I'm saying is Triple H really is one of the greats. Like, whatever he really is, he's not Mount Rushmore, but he's like in 95, you know?
Mm-hmm. Did you ever see
I don't know.
this?
What do you rank that? What do you rank Triple? If we ever get back to the 95s, what do you rank Triple H out of 100? Like, and for people that don't know, we do the 8-hour episodes. We have the Cow Summit, which we will bring back the Cow Summits at some point.
Oh, it's coming back.
I hear
this
you
year.
guys. Yeah, I saw some of your messages about
It's
that.
100% coming back.
And we'll go back to that sheet. But where do you put Triple H?
The mid 90s.
He's in the 90s, right? There's no way he's not in the 90s, right?
Right.
Too low?
Yeah. You want to go?
I just was appreciating Triple H.
Yeah. No, you have to. And I think the meaning alone, I mean, he produced, I think, one of the greatest wrestling eras ever, which was the black and gold brand for consistently for a period of time that honestly, before AEW, there was no live show that was doing what takeovers were doing, hands down. Like if you takeover WrestleMania weekends were the it thing. They were better than WrestleMania. It was a known fact, and they just continue to put on bangers. And honestly, it was my favorite. And that has everything to do with Triple H. And then you even go back to see when he announced his retirement. All those wrestlers, the biggest ones, even Adam Cole and all of them, Sasha Banks, Charlotte Flair, they all thanked Triple H because he had a crucial part in making them successful.
Yeah.
He has a formula and it works. It's very well proven now, and for that alone, the guy is the man. I mean, he was also part of DX, the greatest if not the greatest stable ever.
I look at modern day, some of the wrestlers now. I think Becky takes a lot of shit right now for trying shit, but I sometimes look at Becky and I think it's a little bit sloppy. But like when she came out of Mania this year, I was like, man, Becky's just a star, you know?
Right.
Like she fucking gets it, you know? And I think it's easy to not do that stuff. It's easy to be like, yo, I'm kind of like I'm Stone Cold, where I'm kind of just that natural, you know?
Mhm.
You know, but I don't know, you know? Or Randy. You know, Randy didn't really have to work that hard at it, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, like, like I said this a couple weeks ago. Like, there are wrestlers whose it's okay that their gimmick is that they're a wrestler,
Hell yeah. You need that base
But-
reality shit.
but like, that can't be everybody. And some people need. If somebody like Triple H could have been probably one of those wrestlers where his gimmick was just that he's a wrestler, but he's a big mark, so you know he comes out with a skull mask on a fucking motorcycle with his wife. Like,
Yeah, because like I've been to like 7 Manias at this point, and like Triple H's entrance, Triple H's absence is felt when he's not at these Manias. And then when he showed up this year, when he showed up this year, you know, to
Wait,
me,
I have a question. Sorry to
Yeah.
cut you off.
Yeah.
So he's Triple H. So that means his name is still Hunter Hearst Helmsley,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
this whole time, it's been Hunter Hearst.
And I can't believe
Helmsley.
still. This is so us. Let's talk about Triple H like 4 weeks after he retired.
That's when it gets interesting. That's when the real juice.
Well, you know, do you guys have that? I don't know if that's just because I'm like a dumb man, but you have like delayed, like I think that I sometimes like
You also were consuming wrestling at a rate we've never consumed it before. We finally digested WrestleMania, and it all because of a little merch that we started finally talking. Oh yeah, shit, he retired and fucking left his boots there. Wow, what an impact that man has had on my fandom of wrestling. You know,
I think it's too much stimulus. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I
It's
have-
too much stimulus. I have to like decompress. I think I put up walls in the moment.
Walls
to
of
protect
Jericho?
myself from emotion. Yeah, I'll put up the walls of Jericho. I put up the metaphoric walls of Jericho to protect myself from emotion. So sometimes it's like, yo, Triple H retiring is like affects my mortality.
therapist,
You know?
my fucking therapist is like, so when you put up the walls of Jericho, like, what do you think you're protecting yourself from?
And like, when are you willing to break the walls down?
There's a fucking countdown in the corner of the office. It's like, I want you to just direct
I
your
wanted
attention
you to
to
try something with me, okay? You see that second rope over there? I want you to jump on that and do a backflip. I want you to lie in salt because it's not your fault.
Yeah.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Hey, is Good Will Hunting a good movie or a bad movie?
Don't know. Never seen it.
Okay, well, let's
Yeah.
get these comedians are Good Will Hunting. But I really want to talk about something because I think it's going to dominate a long time. What were you saying too?
I was gonna say the comedians of Ben Affleck would then turn into the
Batman.
comedians of Batman.
No, the comedians of the Batman.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Okay.
Are we gonna do it?
I want to talk
Are
about
we
something
doing-
else before the Batman. We're going to talk about one other thing before
Are we
the
taking a
Batman.
Batman detour? Cause let me know. Yeah,
Okay,
dude,
well, let's
we got-
the soundboard is
Yeah.
fucking
It's a
loading up.
Batman detour.
I did the Batman detour on the bonus episode.
Okay, we're gonna get it going, and we'll go to it when this only when the soundboard is ready. Only when we're
should
gonna
just
start
be-
calling the soundboard. By the way, Vengeance. Only when
Batman.
Vengeance is ready.
We have to
Okay.
get somebody, one of the Jabroniacs, please record. Batman's in the way. Yeah.
Just we could just.
Batman's in the way.
I'll get Zach Zacharias to do it tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, but have him say like Batman's in the way of the
Yeah.
rustling tongue. Batman's in the way. Yo, can we do the comedians of Nirvana for a second? Though?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, because
Always.
all right, because yo, I've been listening to Nirvana lately. Okay, honestly, I did not appreciate Nirvana enough as a kid, and
Yeah.
and that also speaks to what I'm saying
Feel that.
about Triple H, because how do they make music that good that young? It makes no fucking sense.
Yeah. You know,
How's it produced so well? Like, how is their music sound so fucking perfect?
I mean,
They're like 19
Who-
years old.
yeah. I mean, it's just raw.
Raw
Talent.
teenage.
Yeah. It's
But
raw.
how do they put
it's-
together a song? They're like some of their songs are like actually flawless. It's
Yeah.
it's actually crazy. I mean, that's why they're so famous and immortal, right? You know what I mean? But I was listening to I've talked about Smells Like Teen Spirit many times before. My claim about it is that Weird Al ruined it for me as a kid. Okay,
Right.
it's not totally Weird Al. It's that if you have to understand for you young people, there was a thing called the radio then. Okay,
Right.
and a song would just be there was a term called played out, which doesn't really exist anymore, right?
That's
You remember?
so
Like,
funny. That's
I think
so
it does.
funny, dude. That was does it?
I think it does.
Newman,
Interesting.
the term played out still exists. I mean, you're more in touch with music than we are.
No one really
Yeah, I
listened
think
to
people say played
radio
out.
anymore.
No,
But
no
like the
one
term
listens to
played
radio,
out was like,
but-
yo, that song's so played out.
Yeah.
You know? It would
Yeah,
be
but
like
It's like you would
played
hear
out
Chumbawamba.
also-
You would hear Chumbawamba like 16 times.
yeah, like more money,
in
more
a-
problems. That
yeah,
song's
yeah.
played out.
I think we're going a little too far back. Let's go like Justin Bieber Baby. That song's
Are you
played
looking
out.
up the term played out, Newman? What could you possibly be googling? If
Who
played
produced?
out-
I want to see who produced Nevermind.
Speaking of Weird Al Yankovic,
like-
you think Daniel Radcliffe's gonna kill it?
What?
Is
He's
he playing
casted-
Weird Al movie?
Yeah, he's playing Weird Al.
I don't need a Weird Al movie, but so anyway, here's the deal. Weird.
Yeah,
I
the only
can-
Weird Al movie I need is UHF, and I got it. It's
I think
perfect.
Weird Al should start doing movies that are like parodies of the like he mad libs scenes. You know, it's like
Yeah.
instead of Catwoman, she's like Fat Woman, and
Look at right, boom, right off the top of the head.
just right. Right. Anyway, folks. So, okay. So Smells Like Teen Spirit. I heard so many times as a kid. It was just like, all right, that song is I'm told it's good. So that now when it comes on after it's not played out and it's not played every day, I will hear it and just be like, this is the best thing ever made. Okay? Down to like it starts great, then the fucking breakdown. And it's like, oh, the guitar solo is like, and the way that guitar sounds is so fucking good.
Yeah, it was Butch Vig who
Wow.
produced it.
That should be a household name, no?
Yeah,
Everyone should be
well,
Butch. Well, my brother's name's Butchie, so it's Butch Vig.
He
all right.
didn't. I mean, he produced a lot of mostly. I mean, the band Garbage. He produced.
Butch,
Most-
so hot right now.
We're bringing back Butch Vig. Can we get him on the podcast? He's definitely dead.
Butch Vig. I mean, he's a massive professional. There's no way he would be on the podcast.
Yo, we got to get Butch Vig on the pod. All right, all right. That's not
So he
comedians.
was the drummer. Okay, so he's the drummer for Garbage, and he produced their records, and he produced Nevermind.
If you
Fascinating.
smell,
Dun, dun.
That's
like
like, can you
Teen
imagine you're the
Spirit.
producer of Nevermind? I mean, holy shit.
His
You know?
nickname is the Nevermind Man.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
I mean, this guy's a professional wrestler. Butch Vig,
something in the
Nevermind
way
Man.
upstages the whole Batman movie. You're like, I'm watching it going like, this guy, he made this song at like 22 years old or something, right? And then he was like, he blew his brains out. Kurt Cobain, like, you know what I mean? Like at
Yeah.
27 years old,
Well, he had
he's already
Crohn's,
that's
right?
fucking crazy.
He had Crohn's disease, right? And it was like so painful. I think was what the thing.
Is that
was.
what they were saying?
Oh, shit.
I think so.
Oh man, I mean, I remember when that happened. It was like people were like blown. People were just like crazy. It was like
Blown away.
Kurt
Probably not
Cobain
the best
died.
Yeah, that was a,
terminology.
nice, that was a quick divert.
Wait,
away
Blown
from
away.
that. Potentially
Well,
unfortunate
I actually was gonna
Oh,
go.
no.
Oh, man.
metaphor, rather.
Anyway, this is not
Okay.
even the Batman Detour. Let's go. Well, the Batman Detour.
We'll
I'm
get
gonna
there.
hit you with this. I want to talk about this Kevin Owens quote.
Swerve Scott?
Okay,
Who sent me this Kevin Owens quote? You, Tulo, or
Yeah,
Newman?
I did.
I didn't send shit.
You want to read this to us?
I mean, if you got it up, go for it.
Okay, you're fine. No, sell me. All right.
I don't. I mean, I gotta look for it, and then I mean,
all right. Don't worry. I got it.
you
already.
got it, man.
Actually, I don't have it.
Okay,
Where
I got
is
it. I got it. It's in the chat.
Is it in the chat? Or
No,
the-
cow
or the-
chat, cow chat, cow
Oh,
chat.
it's in the, here it is. All right.
Got it.
This is a quote from After the Bell. This quote is from Kevin Owens talking about Dolph Ziggler. And he says, he's definitely one of the people that I would look at and think, man, I don't want to be like Dolph. In the sense that Ziggler's so good, and I would see him so frustrated because he's so good, and he feels like he should be doing more. You know. Um. You know, I looked at this quote, and it's like, look, this podcast is so Ziggler biased. Ziggler's one of my good friends, you know, so we
Insanely
get that out of the
biased.
way, right? So it's the most biased a pod can be. But I only bring this up because if you saw a couple weeks ago, Randy Orton said that Ziggler's the best wrestler. Did you see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was,
But-
was he talking to Stone Cold or Ryan Satin? It was Ryan Satin
think Satin.
at a live WrestleMania Access event, and he's like, "Yo, Dolph Ziggler, that guy's just so good, man, and he knows it." So it's a little bit like,
Well, what
if
do you
this is how
think?
everybody-
What do you think Kevin Owens is saying?
so I think what he's saying is,
The second paragraph clears it up.
I
He's
think the
saying
second-
that like he's so talented and he's like he doesn't want to be the guy that's so talented and just not getting those opportunities and not working.
yeah, I think his
you know?
biggest fear is not being booked to his level of ability, right?
Yeah. I mean,
which
I
is-
would think so. Yeah.
Right. And so
It
it's
is
a
weird to mention because I feel like he could just say, you know, I really hope I keep getting these opportunities. Like it's a weird thing to
I know.
like
Because the first
bring
paragraph,
Dolph into it.
Yeah, it definitely exposed Owens as a little bit of an asshole, unless this is a work and we're getting,
Of course,
unless
of
we're
course.
getting an angle between these two, which I would watch. You know?
right?
I would fucking watch the shit out of that.
Yeah, right. Which is always possible, but this, I don't know what After the Bell is, but
Because I never want to be like Dolph. I don't want to be like Dolph. He's so good, and I see how upset he is when he's not getting basically the opportunities that he feels like he deserves or that he feels like he should be doing more. And I don't want to be like him because
Basically, I don't want to have to go down to NXT and win a title to be relevant. That's
yeah.
I mean, you want to go as I mean, depending on
Yeah.
when this was said. I mean,
well,
if
well,
he's
well, I
saying
guess
it
what I'm saying
now,
is that, like, it's crazy. You're saying Kevin Owens and Randy. The way I just think what I'm interested about it is like the way WWE runs. It's like the fans would love if you push Dolph, right?
Mm-hmm.
The fans would be into it because they'd be like, "Wow, that makes sense." It would be like, "Oh, he's perfectly positioned because he's an underdog." You know, I mean, you can argue that NXT runs sets because it's like almost kind of being a champion, so it sets him aside. But and then the other wrestlers seems like they'd be down to work with him because they respect him so much. You know, that you're like, why is Ziggler not wrestling on WrestleMania? Like, why are we? You know what I mean? It seems like what is? It just seems like such a missed opportunity. You know, it's just so fucking confusing to me.
it
you know?
almost is.
Oh my god, we
too-
got Shebs here. I said in the lake, Shebs wants to.
No,
fuck it.
if you do
That's
it, it's gonna
fuck up the whole thing.
the whole thing. Yeah.
So we can't let him in.
No.
Should we let him in and just have it fuck up for a second?
Yeah, but then he's gonna stay. First of all, letting him in
I'll
will
kick him
not
out.
just fuck up the video; it will fuck up everything. We will
Okay.
be so fucking derailed. We won't even be able to fucking rail back.
Okay.
I
All
think we
right,
should
well-
preserve the continuity of the layout
Okay.
for product
Yeah,
conformity.
yeah.
All right. I'll tell
Let
him
him
you can't come in.
I
I didn't think
It's
he would
business.
actually show
it's
up.
business. It's product.
yeah.
conformity.
We gotta, I'll just blame it on me being the champ or something. I say no. Yeah, I don't know. I listen, man. I
What, are you
mean,
fucking serious?
it does. I almost want. I almost feel like I want.
Here's what I'm
we
saying.
got these 20-year vets. Like, put them together, make a new stable, do something different. Like, and not even different, but
it
like,
doesn't feel that hard to book him into something meaningful. That's all I'm saying. That does not seem, given how much airtime they got on this show. They got fucking 40 minutes of Tamina marrying. Like whatever. Like,
I would say he did get that like push against Kofi for
Kofi?
like he coast to Kofi. He got that run like Mania-ish, like after Mania with Kofi for a while. So you know, he when he's in the mix, he's in the mix, and he makes the most of it. That's what I would always say. I just don't, you know, I think in this current product of WWE, I think he works because these younger fans like guys like Randy Orton and Dolph Ziggler. Like they're still
No,
huge
my-
fans of him, you know?
But my point is not this. My point is just simply that you don't have to be like make Dolph the champion if that's not what they want to do. I'm not saying he's got to beat Roman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though that wouldn't bother me personally. You know what I mean? I just think you could tell he seems so ripe to tell a cool story, cool shoot story, because the things that work in wrestling so much are work shoot stuff, right? When it's based in some kind of reality, and that's like Cody's whole thing now. So you're like, if the story being told on with Dolph is like that, like, you know, I'm the guy, you know, it's like I'm the guy here and I'm held down, you know, then that could be something really interesting. I'm not sure exactly how that positions in modern, like in what's going on right now. You'd have to finagle it, you know.
Haven't we seen that before
What?
from Dolph? Felt like I deserve more. It should have been me.
No, they do it always as like there should have been me. I'm talking about him just doing like something that feels super real,
Right.
you know. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Okay. I just think anytime I see something that's real, I'm like, fucking capitalize on that shit. If you have all these guys talking about how he's the best, jump on it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Have them jump on it. Anyway,
Jump on it.
Houston is a city. Are you guys ready? And the real thing that what I'm trying to say is that when it comes to Dolph, you know, oh shit, guys, it's not plugged in. Oh no! All right, when it comes to Dolph, the thing you really need to understand is that Batman. All right, messed it up. It's fine. It's fucked up. It's
Oh
fucked
my
up.
God.
It's the Batman music. All right. I can do it this time. Ready? Batman. I got it. I got this time. Ready? Okay. It's the Batman. The Batman, starring Patton
Motherfucker Rob
Oswalt, and
Patton
directed by
Oswalt.
Matt Reeves. Patton Oswalt, Robert Pattinson Oswalt.
Mm-hmm.
I rewatched the Batman. Okay, I knew Newman. You just saw your first watch of the Batman, correct?
Correct.
All right. I gotta say, on my second watch, I like this movie a lot more than the first time. Still, I don't think it's good. Okay, I wouldn't say it's good. It's good. Good is whatever. Good, you know, good is so low, such a low bar. Is it? You know what I mean? Like, I hate to say something with that much. Like, it's a beautiful looking movie. It reminded me how much I like Nirvana. But I want to say a lot of positive things about the Batman because I talked a lot of shit. Here's a lot of positives about the Batman movie. And then one, I think Robert Pattinson is one of the best looking Batman we've seen. Meaning his face looks so great in the mask.
Mm-hmm.
His lower half of his face is so beautiful Batman. You know?
Mhm.
It's not too over the top. He doesn't have like a crazy Jay Leno chin or anything.
Yeah.
But it's defined in a way where it's like you could tell he's a stud under there. You know?
It's like that jawline was born to be underneath that mask.
Yeah. He's one of the
Would you say
greatest
that?
looking Batman.
It's tough to look good being Batman too, because you kind of naturally get this like underbite.
Well, let's see. Let's see what we would all look like as Batman.
You got it too.
Yeah, Newman. Yo, Newman. I would kill for you to be Batman. Be like, I mean, you have that mustache. You'd be like, Newman, is that you?
Rachel.
It's not. It's not me. I mean, it's not Alex. It's Batman. I am the Knight.
Would you know it's would you know it's me?
Let me see.
I got this Batman mask on.
Yeah, I'll be there in
eBay.
a second. I'm making my latte.
No, this isn't Dan. This is not Dan.
Hello,
Well-
Batman. It's Alfred.
Oh, that's my dad.
Yeah.
That's if my dad was Alfred.
Yeah.
My dad should be cast as Alfred, not Andy Serkis.
Master Wayne.
It's y'all. Well, so
Can
here's
be an
another thing.
incredible clip, by the way.
I failed you.
Your father was a great man. All right, so here's the other thing. I love Pattinson's Batman voice too. I think it was not even distracting at all. It wasn't weird, you know. He just had a great I sound like this, I sound like that. And then they also pull a gimmick where he barely talks the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
So except for to Alfred, you know.
Mhm.
So you don't really. He doesn't have to change voices, you know.
When I was watching it, the thing that kept running through my head is that Batman is he's an interesting superhero because
Yeah.
Batmen exist in real life. Like there's real vigilantes who like dress up and like protect neighborhoods or like try to, and like, you know, the cops fucking hate them because like this fucking weirdo is like always trying to catch muggers and he's just making things worse. He wears
Right.
a mask and so like Batman, there are Batmen
Yeah.
in the world.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true about any other superhero. There's no Spider-Man, there's no Superman. There are Batmen. For real.
That's true.
I'm
I think,
vengeance.
Oh, my
I'm-
name's Vengeance. My name is Vengeance Wayne. I mean Bruce Vengeance.
My name's Vincenzo. I'm the neighborhood watch.
Local
Stay
Italian
out of people's
neighborhood.
yards, please. Don't make me call the
It's
cops.
true. he is just the guardian.
I'm Vincenzo.
There's definitely way more efficient ways to do the mission of the Batman. You know.
Yeah.
I'm Vincent.
Okay.
With an E.
My-
No, not Vincent, but Vincent.
Bat Vance.
One thing I thought was super weird on the first watch of the movie is that everybody calls him Vengeance, and then on the second watch, I
I
kind of
liked
thought
it.
it was.
I appreciate it
I
more.
gotta be honest. I thought it was kind of hot.
Yeah, sexy.
Catwoman just keeps going like, "What's up, Vengeance?" And I'm
Yeah,
like, "Oh, that's fucking sexy."
Yeah.
It's
like when people are like-
"What do you say, Vengeance?" I'm like, "Oh man, that would
mean-
make me rock hard immediately."
That
You know what I
has a
mean?
lot to do with the fact that it's Zoe Kravitz.
Who is great. He's actually great on second watch of the movie. She's really good. And this is the first time that I've actually seen her show some chops. She's acting different. She's normally very much the same. And you could see on second watches, it's like she's applying sexy in a very strong, seductive way. She's very good. She's very
Her
fucking
mom
good
is
in the movie.
Lisa Bonet, right?
Yeah, and her
'cause they are
dad is Lenny
identical.
Kravitz.
Right. Like
Not to
her
be
and her mom are
confused with
fucking
John
twins.
Bonet.
John Wayne Gacy.
Right.
Not to be confused with John Benet Gacy.
That's the name of my new grindcore band.
That sounds like what Newman would be. John's like, yo, check out a new band, John Benet Gacy. Yeah, I feel like there's so many bands where they just
It's
like
just the name of a serial killer.
apply
Either
serial killer names.
Ed
right?
Gein. That's a band.
Yeah.
Fucking what else? There's
Ted
gotta be
Bundy.
more. There's more. Trust me.
Marilyn Bundy.
Heidnik. That's a band that's named after a fucking serial killer.
Yes.
There's a lot.
Son of Sam Manson. That's my band. Check out Son of Sam Manson, guys.
What
Or
is
it's
that?
Man, Son of Sam.
Right. Marilyn Man, son of Sam.
Yeah, Sebastian Macho Maniscalco.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, also but I thought I liked the Riddler more on second watch, but overall it's lame. Overall, I think it didn't work and was lame, and it was just kind of like not fun, not remotely fun. And ultimately his whole thing is like taking down corrupt people, but then at the end it's like we're gonna kill everybody, and you're like that's not what
I'm
you're doing.
gonna tell you.
Right.
We needed like a
Right?
rated R Riddler. Rated R
I
superstar.
think this was pretty rated R.
But like if we really saw him doing some fucked up shit,
How rated R can the fucking Riddler be?
I want him to be like more PG. I think it'd be funny
homeboy's
if he
using
like
a carpet tool to smash in brains. I mean,
Yeah, but I mean that's not Riddler. That's not Riddler.
It
style.
wasn't-
I
it
don't want
did
to
not-
be. I don't want to be fucking one of these guys.
When
but
he
it's
opens
like,
the tape, he gets like, oh, he's like, it's like the tape is to him is like the chair to Sean Spears.
Was there even?
Oh,
there wasn't,
yeah.
There wasn't a lot of. There wasn't a lot of. Like no joke. I thought he pulled his dick out in that scene. But there isn't a lot of like his riddles, right? Like there's some, but it's not like
They're in the cards.
There's actually a ton of riddles on second
Is there?
watch. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
actually a ton, but Batman solves them so quick that no one takes a second to ponder.
Well,
But
because
Yeah,
he
but-
fucking cheats. He cheats. He has
So-
the contact lenses.
Yeah, he's got the.
That just shows him what the answer is. He's
Yeah.
got the teacher's book. He's got the guide.
Yeah, he's got the fucking cliff notes. He
Yeah.
didn't have to read Lord of the Flies. He's just
No.
doing his book report on
Actually,
the yellow
some
and black
of the
book.
riddles are pretty slick. I thought.
Piggy got asthma, and then they dropped a rock on him. I know this because I read the book.
Is that like what happens when a liar when they're dead, and he's like he lies still? I'm like that's pretty slick.
Yeah,
I
he
like
figured.
that.
But here's the thing: is that I think it was like a mind fuck by the Riddler was to give him easy ones to think he actually had the answer to the
Right.
overall Riddler was a rat with wings, and he had it wrong the whole
right.
time. So El Rata was
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
that was such
and
a
the-
great.
The
Falcone,
Rada
yeah.
was a falcon with wings.
Falcon,
Right.
right? A rat with wings. can
But
be a
even
fal-
that was
yeah.
kind of lame because like there's a penguin,
La
there's a
Rata.
falcon. It's like it's
And
like
also, nobody calls pigeons. Pigeons are rats with wings. That's
Stool
the
pigeon.
like. That's the colloquial, right? No one ever.
Yeah, so he
says-
goes like, "Wait, actually a rat? No, it's a penguin. I think we got to go see the penguin again."
Yeah.
You're like, okay, go to the penguin again. Penguin. First off, penguin's the worst part of the movie for me. It's like a lame ass De Niro. I actually think lame ass De Niro impression. As like a New Yorker, I was a little bit like,
It
whatever.
was a little
because-
bit De Niro. That's
Yeah,
so
he's just
funny.
doing a De Niro impression, and like, there's nothing fun about that character.
You guys are just
You don't
gonna
even
leave me here.
My
Huh?
thing is that like, if your movie is Batman is so dead serious, right?
I'm the penguin, but I'm just a guy
then the
with fucked
fun
up face.
has to come from the villains, right?
Right.
And that's what Nolan got. He was like Joker has to be like a blast. You know what I mean? Even
Right.
that Scarecrow was kind of fun. You know, he like wore that mask. He's like, you want? And Cillian Murphy's like, you want to see my mask? And he put it on. Then when he did, he'd be like, I'm gonna suck my dick. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever. The cool. All right, I'm saying positives about Batman. I love. So it's like Batman's 2 years in, which is very unclear if you watch it. They do nothing to explain that except for he literally says, I'm 2 years in right at the beginning. So you can miss that in the beginning of the movie, right? And
What
he's
is
like,
that? Like, can we sit on that for a second? What is
Yeah.
that? What 2 years from
Yeah.
what?
from starting being Batman.
Is that what it is? Like he's
Yeah.
just like kind of
Assuming.
lurking the streets.
not
and he's
clear. It's not
decided-
clear.
Right.
And he's like, I'm failing to see if I have an impact. But at the end of the movie, he realizes, like, he's like being called vengeance the whole time, and then the Riddler's bad guys call themselves vengeance, and he goes, "Shit, that's what I am. I can't be vengeance. I need to be hope." And then the girls in the being like picked up on the helicopter, like after being injured, and he like holds her hand. It's his first time interacting with victims because you remember in the first scene, he beats up the bad guys. His focus is beating them up, and the guys laying on the ground who he protected, he doesn't even give a shit about how he turns out. And that guy goes, "Don't hurt me," and he doesn't say, "I would never hurt you. I'm here to help you." He doesn't even give a shit about that. It's all about beating up guys. And so he has that epiphany, and I'm like, that's brilliant. But boy, oh boy, I had to watch the movie twice to figure that out. You know what I mean? So anyway, whatever. We can talk about Batman forever, but there is a lot of positives
You
in
can
it.
talk about Batman forever.
I'll talk about
could.
Batman forever. That was a fun Riddler. Jim Carrey. You should all
course.
apologize to
Iconic.
Jim Carrey.
Iconic. And by the way, Tommy Lee Jones, Oscar-worthy performance in that film,
Two-Face?
in my opinion. Yes.
He flips a coin.
Yes, it's so.
That
Where he flipped-
Two-Face.
Yeah,
He
that
is-
yeah, where he flips the
He,
coin.
he is like Tommy Lee Jones at that point
Yeah.
in his career to have that kind of energy. What a craftsman.
Yeah. Anyway, I love the bat suit. I actually love the idea of sad boy Batman.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that I actually dug about this movie on second watch, but then so much of it is like, who cares? It's there's so much that's who cares. But anyway, should we talk about wrestling? I want to go into this. Newman, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
I brought this up on the bonus pod to Tulo, and Tulo being the supermark that he is, was not hearing it. He puts up those walls of Jericho for
Mhm.
hearing any flaws in something that seems cool, before it happens. I can see it. Sometimes I say something, he's like excited for something, and I bring up a good point about it, and then he's like, damn it, why'd you do that? I don't want
You
that.
see what I'm doing? I'm
Okay.
loosening up my
Yeah,
neck
yeah.
to prepare myself for what this is about to be.
CM Punk Cowboy feud.
Mhm.
I'm saying it feels cool because you're like, go, Punk Cowboy. Can that be a good build? What does that even look like? Those are two mega babies,
Mega baby.
and what would Punk's beef be with Cowboy? And they probably can't put on like a crazy, crazy match like he did with Cole,
You just asked me 3 questions and a
I did.
statement.
Yeah,
What?
do something with that.
Wha- I am not particularly interested. Like, I think it's going to be good. And
Right.
I'm willing to, like, the matches are going to be good.
And it's probably where the right way to go, given the fact that they have these. Like it feels like where we need to be, based on CM Punk's record. He can't just keep winning and never get.
Right. Well, I think he should face him. He should lose, and then the Dark Father, Malachi Black, should confront one of them.
Oh my God, I agree so much. You need to.
Yes.
This is the perfect time
Mhm.
to introduce Malachi in there.
I'm gonna go.
right?
I'm gonna add another layer. You ready for it?
Mhm.
Wednesday, Cash versus Dax are wrestling each other. They just added CM Punk onto commentary, so I think they're gonna start building those 3 together, and those 3 versus fucking House of Black. Let's
Wait, FTR and Punk?
Yes.
Where,
Mhm.
where you, what? How deep in the sheets are you that you're?
I'm not in the sheets. This is the tiptoe fucking with Tulo
Oh, this
right
is the
here.
path.
Yeah. So there's been this whole they're having this one-on-one match, Dax versus Cash on Wednesday, which is I'm like so fucking pumped for. But they just added Punk to commentary. So I think what they're gonna do is have like Punk come out at the end of the match, raise both their hands. They have this Bret Hart like love that they share,
Right.
and I think that's gonna bring them together because that's the perfect combination. And then when it gets to that match finally happening, Punk's gonna need fucking help. And who does he have? FTR. Because I think, right onto your theory, I think not Austin Theory, also known as Theory now.
He is.
By the
Theory
way,
now, right?
by the way,
almost
you
forgot
said
that.
my name is actually Austin Theory, and as soon as you don that name onto me, they made his name Theory. So I'm just saying, that's all I'm saying. But no, I think that is the perfect time. This is now you're gonna strike, like go for it. Get him right into it.
Well, I think that what they're gonna do, that would be cool. But I think what they're realistically gonna do, and I hope you're right, but I I think they're just gonna turn Punk heel, right?
I don't
He's
know,
gonna get in the
man.
ring and raise their hands and then kick him in the dick.
I don't know, man. I
Can-
don't think so.
You don't think so? I
don't
think
think
Punk
so.
is getting. Punk had a nice run with MJF, and now he's heading towards being because, unless they make him the champ, which is what you're saying, right? Like Punk feels like a guy just
Yeah, well,
just beat Cowboy clean.
you got to be careful if you turn him heel because then now if you have him as heel as a champ, then he can only go against faces. And where are we going from there?
Right.
Who's
Yeah.
up on the fucking list there in AEW? And I don't know if that's necessarily the best move for them is to have a heel champ at the moment. Between the two of them.
Hmm.
It's interesting. What I think is what I always say. I trust AEW to figure this out, and they'll make it work, whatever way they go. And that
All right.
match is going to be fucking sick.
Fine, trust him.
Trust the process.
Vengeance. All right, Vengeance.
I'm Vincenzo.
Well, I can't call you Vengeance because I said I made it too sexual earlier. I can't. All right, okay, Vengeance.
Right, Vengeance.
All right, Vengeance.
And it would sound sarcastic. Well, now
Okay,
vengeance.
Vengeance. Dinner's ready. Yeah, great. Did you see the dude who plays
Hope it's
Joker?
not meatloaf.
Is that kid from that actor? Did you see that
Yes.
the Joker deleted scene?
Yes.
He's that kid from Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Mm.
He's fucking awesome, that actor.
Yeah, I think he's going to kill
But boy, oh boy, I hope they change the way he looks because I do not need mutant Joker at all. I think Joker should be slick looking. I think we did that with Heath, and all Heath had was the scars. He looked good besides the scars. He had, I want Joker looking in a suit, baby. I want Joker looking dapper, baby.
Well,
Doesn't mean he can't be
Jared
crazy.
Leto.
Yeah, but we're getting Joker and Arkham Joker.
Oh,
So this is
Leto had like tattoos on. He was kind of like gangster, right?
Fuckboy Joker.
Yeah. Man, DC is such a mess. I know we get all over the place, but DC is like the WWE of.
Back in the Batman Detour?
Yeah, back in the Batman Detour. Back in the Batman. My soundboard died again, even though it's full back. Oh my god.
I'll try and figure out.
I don't like that. I think when something's too mutated, too scary, it fucks it up. It makes it too. It's like you want more Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna vibe really
you know?
well with. I think it's gonna vibe really well with this version of Batman. That's us.
We'll find out. I have a feeling this next Batman movie is gonna be really fucking good. I think they set a nice. That was my takeaway from that movie, is that actually this movie sets up a nice world for this Batman and this character. Did he shoot himself with adrenaline at one point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was either that or like Bane juice.
Yeah, right. There's no justification for what that is that he shoots himself with, but I kind of fucking dug that.
I mean,
that was
yeah, of
badass,
course.
man.
Oh,
I thought
a
that was
guy-
badass, man.
Yeah, a guy shooting himself up with
A guy
mystery stuff
juicing,
to get
yeah.
jacked up. Is something you like, man? Now that is
I thought
badass,
that
man.
was badass, man.
Can we take a quick
thought that-
detour somewhere?
Yeah.
We're gonna good detour over to Discord. There's an important question that was
Discord
raised.
detour?
The
Do we have cash-ins?
No cash-ins this week. We did, but it got in a little late and through different means, and I'm not doing that. But we're in the thick of the NIT Hot Guy Detour consolation bracket, and there's a tie currently, and we're gonna need you guys to try and break this. So we have Chris Dickinson is tied right now with Orange Cassidy. Do you guys have votes on who is the hotter guy there? Chris Dickinson, Dick Strings, Daddy, Dirty Daddy.
I'm more of the Chris personally. 'cause
I was gonna
he's
say, I would
raw.
figure you would, jacked up guy.
Yeah.
Newman.
I think I'm Chris too.
Okay, 2 votes
Yeah,
for Chris Dickinson.
He's a bigger guy. I think most women would choose Orange Cassidy, and I tend to choose men that are the opposite of what women want. You know?
Love that. Love that for you. Love that
Yeah.
for you. All right, and
Oh,
then the other
especially
one was
celebrating 20 years of the Viper. I mean,
yeah. The other one was Shoddy Lee Johnson or Joe Coffey. Joe Coffey, former or still is NXT UK.
I don't know who the fuck those two are.
Well, Shoddy
Yeah,
Lee
Google.
Johnson of the Nightmare Factory,
Who?
or Joe Coffey. I'm gonna say you're both gonna say Joe Coffey based on your.
All right, I'll say Joe Coffey.
Okay. Joe Coffey kind of looks like Chris Dickinson, but with a beard and hair.
Hey, that's Joe Coffey.
Hey, I went down to Brooklyn. I hit up my boy Joe Coffey. He
Joe
was like,
Coffey,
"Did
this
you
guy
hear?"
with the fucking Buddy Murphy haircut?
Joe
Yeah.
Coffey, he's got a shit body. You think I would like
yeah,
this
fucking
guy?
the other guys.
Shoddy Lee?
What are you
Shoddy
kidding
Lee?
me? Yeah.
All right. I don't know. Listen, man.
Guy
You
looks-
guys.
no way.
All right. So 2 for Shoddy Lee, then Merch Maven. Tally those up. You got your 2 winners. Okay. I'm glad we
All
took
right,
care
that's
of
a
that.
beautiful. I'm glad.
I just
I'm
think his
glad we took
haircut's stupid.
Yo, fuck Joe Coffey, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
This
Joe
podcast
Coffey.
officially
fuck 'em.
announces Joe
That's it.
Coffey.
The UK. It's an entire country of like my gimmick is I'm a wrestler. Like
England?
every single wrestler from England, their gimmick is I'm a wrestler in it. That's it.
Wait, there is no. Are there any
Kinda.
gimmicks out of England? Who are the great British wrestlers?
William Regal, end of list. No, William Regal,
British
Uh,
Bulldog.
British Bulldog. But that was like British Columbia Bulldog, right?
Yeah,
Like, I don't
yeah,
think
yeah.
he was actually British.
He's not actually a
He's
Brit.
Canadian, yeah. There's that accent that Booker T spoke in as King
It's actually
Booker.
interesting. There's not a lot of great British wrestlers.
Well, I mean, what's his fuck? Will
I mean,
Ospreay?
no. There's a lot of great British like
Um,
this that, but I'm talking about like top level talents.
Right.
Like in the top 10 or whatever, you'd think that there'd be one Brit in there. You know,
William Regal.
he's not in, like the top 10 best wrestlers ever. You know what I
Are
mean?
you fucking kidding me?
You put William Regal in the top ever,
Top 10?
top 10 best wrestlers ever. He's not even
oh
close.
boy, we should save
Yes.
this for the
He's not even
9 to
close.
5.
Top.
You put him near like Taker and Shawn and shit.
You are out of your mind.
I don't put him even close.
You're out of
Dan,
your mind.
Dan doesn't put
Well,
him in
'cause
his
he doesn't
top
have
50.
tassels and fucking titties. Like,
Tassels and titties.
that's what Dan wants in a guy. Tassels and titties.
I love tassels too. Ultimate Warrior is the greatest wrestler ever.
Yeah, he's
Ever-
nothing but
Hey.
tassels and tits. That's
We
his
should get a
whole
shirt.
thing.
We should get like a ringer shirt made that on the ringer of the sleeve is tassels that hang off. Just
Did you
thinking of
guys
that.
ever
Sell it
see?
at the Deb.
Yeah.
Do you see this new Randy title?
Yeah.
The Randy
Can't wear
commemorative
that in
title?
San Francisco for sure.
No, what is this?
It's $500. I'm so tempted to buy it.
I
It's
know.
like so stupid. I mean, it's
Dan
alright,
wants to make
listeners.
love with that title on.
Guys,
Uh,
everybody, please buy this for me because I'll never buy it for myself.
What the fuck?
It is.
It looks
so
like a
ridic-
tin that should have like shitty butter cookies in it.
It's not at all what you expect it to be.
Yeah, like oh, this is so weird. Why is it not snakeskin?
I
I think
I
it
was gonna s-
is.
Oh, I guess it kind of is, but like
think like the
snakes don't
print
have that.
is
Yeah, like the
like, it's-
material,
it's like they put a snakeskin print on like
the leather.
a plain on like a leather.
Yeah. It's. I think it's. Is it like his tattoos drawn on it? I don't know. It could have been so much more Randy, right?
It's like a fall foliage, like clip art.
Yeah, it's not. It's not really well done thing, but I need it. Okay.
It's like Connecticut in the fall.
Should I buy this?
$500? You kidding me?
It's so
Also,
expensive.
by
Dan
the way-
hears voices in his head. It tells him
so-
to buy the title. It tells him to.
It's so expensive. It's such a
Use
stupid-
PayPal. You can
Oh.
get it in 2 weeks. Yo, you should actually get it and spray paint COW over it, and that'll be the new cow title.
Yo, this would be all right.
With
if you,
4 interest-free payments of $124.99. With Klarna, click to learn more.
got your news and your religion. Is it your news and your religion? I don't
Yes.
know. Singing that song made me
I
answer
have
calls.
I have an issue with this being called a replica title.
Yeah.
Replica of what?
Of the big gold title.
Oh,
but
it's never this belt has never existed before.
I love the green jewels.
It's a replica. I love the chocolate candy button fasteners that adorn this tin,
This thing is a piece of shit.
filled with Dansk butter cookies or a bunch of sewing equipment.
Dan, look at me. Look me in the eyes. Did you add it to your cart?
It's in the card, yeah. 'cause I wanted to see what the tax is.
$50.
Remember the
I love
fucking
stupid-
Fiend title?
Oh, that's such a bummer. The Fiend title was like $6,000.
Yeah.
Ah,
Well, because it was like there was like
8
13 of them made by Tom Savini himself.
grand. Yeah.
It was like truly
Oh,
just this
man.
like
And then they
way
fired-
too
they
high
fired
ticket.
him. But
Oh.
somebody bought it, right? Because someone posted the receipt, right? I had someone post.
I
the
mean, yeah. I mean, they. Come on. That,
Oh,
that
guys,
blows.
fellas, these are 22 Venom Green Swarovski crystals.
Whoa, Venom Green.
Oh my god, that makes me want this even more. Venom Green Swarovski crystals. Oh, because I would love to tell somebody these. Oh yeah, these are Venom Green.
These are
Swarovski crystals.
Swarovskis, yeah.
These are
Nah, they're in
Swarovskis.
Venom. They're in Venom Green. Yeah, it's it's a real. It's it's like glass with like carbon in it.
It's got
it's
the
like- it's crystal,
Venom
it's-
Green Swarovski crystals
Guys.
on the big gold
Swarovski.
title.
Should
Yeah, it's a tough
I,
Taz over here.
should I buy
Got the
this?
Swarovski crystal.
Hey, hey.
All right, here's what I'll say.
Yeah.
If if we crowdfund half of this, I'll buy it.
Oh my god. This is the
What do I
ugliest
do?
title.
All right.
All right, send Dan 69 cents on
Okay.
Venmo.
What do you do with it?
Let's get this
fucking
going.
Venmo
use
me
it-
at Dan Black Attack. If I can raise half of the price of this, I even paying half, I'm like, what a dumb thing for me to do.
Hear
I
me
mean,
out.
All
Hear
right,
me
if
out,
the
listeners,
if
don't do this.
if they fund half of it, we should officially make it the new Cal title, and then
Destroy
send
it.
it to
And
me.
then we spray paint it? Then we have to spray paint it?
And send it to me.
Oh my god. All right. If we crowdfund the entire Randy title, then we will spray paint. Oh, I can't believe we'll buy $500. Yeah, we'll spray paint COW on it, and it will be the new cow title because it'll have Venom Green swore off.
And
Oh,
it will be correct. It will be entered into the lore at WrestleMania in Los Angeles at Cowmania 4. 4
Wow. So the title will be on
Four?
the line.
You heard it here
on the
first.
line.
Oh man.
The RKO 20th anniversary legacy replica title will be spray painted with CLW and up for grabs at Cowmania 4 in Los Angeles.
I love that for us.
I think
love
it
that
looks
for
like it's painful to wear.
Yeah, that's the point.
It,
It
has
looks
got a
like
spike that hits.
I mean,
right
it's
on your
got
nuts.
it's got venom. It's got
You have
legit
to be
venom
built
in it.
like Randy Orton for it not to pierce
Well,
you.
here's the thing: if we actually get the money for this and we spray, I'm gonna feel really bad about spray painting on this. thing,
No,
you know?
no.
I'll tell
No,
you what, though, is it
To-
metal? It's probably really nice.
it's
This thing's gonna be gorgeous, bro. I don't
Yeah.
want to spray paint this thing, but hey, look, I said it. If we crowdfund at Damn Black Attack Venmo me, I guess that's how we're doing it. If we raise half, I'll buy it, and the stipulation is that I have to wear it. I gotta wear it to something like a wedding or something, you know.
Yeah.
Like I gotta have to. I
all
gotta.
right. Here it is. If
Yeah.
we raise half, you'll pay for the other half. If we raise the full amount, it becomes the COW title, and it has to
Okay.
get spray painted.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
I
Okay.
honestly kind of want to just like text Skylar and be like, "Hey, man, buy this thing so we can make this a COW title."
Spot, Osmond.
Yo, the Skylar.
Listen, it might
we'll
happen.
have
It
him
might not happen. We'll find out. You
He can hold
But
on
might
to it.
happen because it is the title. Now it says Orton on the strap. I think that we should make it say Cowton.
Randy Cowton.
It says Orton on the strap. I think we should make that say Cowton.
Just
add a C,
C and then a W
or
over
the
the R.
R. and it'll
Or
be
maybe
Randy
Cowdy Orton.
Well, I don't know. Or we should have to get a decal over that so it just says cow. Or
I
just
mean,
says
his
Orton on
dad's
it.
name was Cowboy Bob Orton, so I mean, it kind of works.
Oh shit, Cowboy Orton. Wow, you just solved it. What are you?
You
fucking
just
Batman?
sound. Oh my god, my
Well,
brain.
well,
He didn't
Cowboy.
solve it. That doesn't
Yeah, we-
solve anything.
It sure
By the way,
does.
he didn't
You gonna
solve
write
anything.
Cowboy Bob Orton on it?
No Cowboy Orton.
One of Riddler's, by the way, back to the Batman detour for a second.
All right.
One of Riddler's things, he's like, what? We were working together. You brought him into the light. It's like he pushed him into a lamp, like
Yeah.
a random lamppost. He was
Yeah.
like, you brought him into the light. Like what? That's such
Did
a
the
stretch. That is
did
such a
the
stretch. You know?
did he get shot? Did it shoot him from the lamp?
No, the Riddler was in the room. The Riddler's
Yeah, but
apartment
I
He
was
was
thought-
like a
overlooking-
Harvey Oswald.
Did he though? They didn't recover. Did they recover a weapon? I thought he had like
Yeah.
rigged the light up to like
Nah,
zap
he-
him as soon as he was under.
No,
No,
he
he
went-
shot him. He shot him. He shot him.
Sniped him.
Fuck
All
me,
right,
I guess.
I'm fucking hungry. Anything else we should talk about tonight? What do you think?
No.
I mean, I watched Raw. Let me tell you. I mean, there's
What
some
did
good
Cody
s-
do tonight? I didn't see Raw yet. We'll talk about Raw
So-
on bonus app.
So this is how it was actually kind of a. They're doing some good stuff. They're actually telling some good stories. I'll give them that credit. 3 hours though of Raw. Still, there's some bad things, but
It's a lot.
they start off with this 20th anniversary of Raw, and 20th anniversary for Randy Orton. They have people out, like wrestlers out there. Riddle's doing the whole thing. He brings out Cody, as as a surprise guest. Like, oh, this is a guy that's like looked up to you, could consider you like
Someone you idolize. Yeah.
some of you idolize. Brings out Cody. Then Seth comes out. Then Ezekiel gets in the ring. Yo, bro, I laugh
Oh,
out
yeah,
loud
Cody
moment.
wants
Like,
back in
let me
AEW
tell you something,
immediately. He wants back.
Newman. Let me tell you something, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start to back you on this Elias 85 thing because he's pulling off this Ezekiel thing as Elias's brother. It's fucking hilarious, dude. He gets in the ring. He goes, I wanted to introduce yourself. I'm the younger. I'm Ezekiel. Now this is in the middle of the 20th anniversary celebration. I'm Ezekiel. I'm Elias's younger brother. And we used to watch you wrestle. Bro, I'm fucking dying. So Ezekiel comes out. Then Kevin Owen comes out. Oh, it's so funny, dude. Kevin Owen goes out. No way. That's not Ezekiel. He's lying, right? Then the fucking Usos come out. And it turns into them making a main event tonight of RK Bro, Cody, and Ezekiel versus the Usos, Seth, and KO. And I'm like, I mean, I looked for a second, I took a step back, and I was like, there's a lot of good fucking talent in here. And at the same time, 3 really good stories going on. Cody Seth is great. Fucking RK Bro Usos is great because they're going to unify those styles. And then KO Ezekiel is fucking hilarious. Like, hey, kudos to WWE. They're doing a great job. Like, there's good stuff going on over there now. I mean, I watched a whole ton of wrestling this week, and it's all been pretty good, man.
I'm gonna watch Raw after this.
Just watch that segment, and honestly, it's a very funny segment. Very, very good.
Love it.
What if instead of the Riddler, it was the Riddle, and he was like, "What's up, Bat Bro? So you're the Knight? That's chill."
Yeah, chill, bro.
Oh yes. All right, folks, let's go. Let's get out of here. Everyone's tired. We recorded later than we normally do, but we'll be back for the bonus episode Friday morning. We'll record after Dynamite this week. A lot to happen this week. Correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Finally, House of Black is supposed to do something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think they're gonna kill Fuego. Not gonna lie.
Good.
Think Fuego might die.
Sacrifice him.
Good.
I hope so.
Everybody, patreon.com/ComediansWrestling. Get access to our bonus episode. Get access to our Discord. And keep
It's
watching.
no more. No. It's no more
What?
kisses, man. It's no more kisses. You got to start saying it the right way now.
Oh, everybody, keep watching wrestling. I say kisses, but then you say eat my ass. No.
I was gonna let you just start saying, "Keep watching wrestling, eat my ass."
Oh, you want me to say eat my ass?
I think
All right.
I think it's time to
I
change
thought
up.
you say. I thought you.
Hey man,
tagged at the end.
listen. I'll let. I
Keep
think
watching wrestling. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. All right. So you say kisses. Newman says, "Go fuck yourself." I say, "Eat my ass." All right.
All
Let's
right,
do
everybody,
it.
keep watching wrestling. Kiss.
Eat my ass.